All Shook Up is a musical using all Elvis songs, but it follows the plot of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night.
A lot of dancing and it's a lot of fun music.
We haven't done any show like this before. Up is a show like I've never done before.
All Shook Up is crazy. All Shook Up is insanely fun.
It's like one big Elvis party. It's really fun.
I am Clint Williams. I am the co-producer for Sanford Repertory Theater Company. I was the co-producer on our recent production of All Shook Up. Was also the co-music director and conducted the orchestra. And we were actually at dinner one evening with Tori Healy, who directs our fall play, knocking around some titles for the musical, and she said, "What about All Shook Up?" And I said, "What's All Shook Up?" And she said, "Oh, it's perfect, it's got a lot of parts." And I said, "Okay," and went home and looked at it, and I saw that it looked like we could do a good job filling the roles. My only hesitation was that I knew it was a dance musical. However, they proved that wrong this year because they really stepped up and danced well.
I'm Ben.
I'm Jordan McMillan.
I'm Sarah Boone.
My name is Philip Donahue.
I'm Samantha Isa.
And I'm Trevor.
I'm Ryan Washington.
I'm Kate Holden.
I'm Asia.
My name is Thomas Glow-Dennis, and I play Sheriff Earl.
Sylvia.
Dennis.
Mayor Matilda Hyde.
Lorraine.
Miss Sandra.
Dean Hyde.
Jim Holler.
Natalie Heller.
And I play Chad in the show. Well, nobody really knows exactly who Chad is. Chad is he's a guitar playing roustabout with a leather jacket who rolls in on his motorcycle and brings the rainbow back to the town because it was all gray and dreary, and then all of a sudden he comes in, he's like, "Come on everybody," and then there's color and it's great.
Natalie is Jim's daughter. She's a mechanic, and she is very wanting more from life. And so when Chad comes in, she realizes that that's what she wants. She wants to be with Chad, and she wants to go out and I don't know, hit the open road.
Dennis is a nerdy kind of guy who aspires to be a dentist. And he's so in love with Natalie, but Natalie is blind.
Miss Sandra. She is quite a character. She is not the owner of the museum, Matilda's the owner, but she works at the museum. And she gives people tours and stuff, and she's very knowledgeable. She knows a lot about poetry and she really wants a guy who's intellectual and likes poems as much as she does. And then she meets Ed and things get a little wonky.
Jim Holler is the owner of the local gas station. His wife died, and now it's just him and his daughter Natalie, and the show revolves around him figuring out finding love again and his antics with that.
Sylvia is a very sassy owner of a honky-tonk, which a bar, and she's mother to Lorraine, who's a very sassy teenager.
Lorraine is Sylvia's daughter. She's really sassy and headstrong and always happy and bubbly. Always trying to find the best in people, and she's just in love with falling in love, and then she finally gets to do that when she meets Dean.
Dean is the son of the mayor. She's an uptight, I don't know what exactly was, she's just uptight and unreasonable. And he's just trying to break free and find what he wants to do and who he wants to be with.
Mayor Matilda is the insane mayor of the unnamed town that we all live in, and she outlaws dancing, pelvic thrusting, and pretty much all happiness. And she has her little sidekick, Earl, who never talks and does anything she says.
Earl, to me, he is overshadowed by Matilda. He's a very facial character. He does a lot with his movements and his face say more than his words do. I think that's mostly because Matilda doesn't let him talk. But he
he brings it he brings it with his face.
Just try singing it like a ballad, really. Try head voice.
My favorites are always the music rehearsals when you realize how amazing we can be. I remember when we first started rehearsing for Heartbreak Hotel, and once we all got our notes and we were all in on the part together, I remember how awesome it sounded the first time we were able to really pound it out, and it sounded so great, and that was probably one of my favorite moments in the entire rehearsal process.
It's a really cool kind of rock and roll show that is just so different from what we did last year with Annie, so it was really cool to do that.
It's a new style of singing for my voice. I'm not used to singing all this rock and roll. I'm used to singing more classical music, so it's a really awesome experience.
The music was difficult. The music, I think this is the most difficult music we've done because of the style of the music, and also it broke into many different vocal parts. It was very difficult for them. It was a very hard journey, and they certainly came out victorious.
What's your song on the show?
Can't Help Falling in Love. It's Now or Never.
Teddy bear hound dog.
Can't help falling in love.
It hurts me.
Can't help falling in love.
Let yourself go.
Heartbreak Hotel.
It hurts me.
Can't help falling in love with you.
Can't help falling in love.
Come on, everybody.
All sugar.
Can't help falling in love.
Can't help falling in love.
Heartbreak Hotel. It's Now or Never.
There's always me.
I can't help falling in love with you.
Can't help falling in love with you. Hound dog.
Can't help falling in love.
I can't help falling in love with you.
It's Now or Never.
Probably If I Can Dream.
Can't help falling in love with you.
It's Now or Never. If I Can Dream.
Can't help falling in love.
It hurts me.
Follow that dream.
This was not an easy journey in terms of the music, also in terms of the dancing. They've never danced like this in a musical before.
This is a really exciting show because like there's so much dancing and there's just so much happening all at once.
This is not your average dance number. It is like really crazy, and especially when you can't dance, like it's a lot of fun to laugh at everybody and just like, you know, mess up together, and then the end product is really great.
It's fun to like try and be someone that you're not, and it's a real challenge. Like it's a real acting challenge.
This has been a really exciting show because we have a new director.
We have a new director, so that's pretty cool.
What made it fun and exciting? Dan Dunn.
The stuff that Dan comes up with is genius. He's a great teacher, and he has amazing ideas. He's so easy to learn from.
He's really cool. He's like one of us kids, I guess. He's really approachable, and he's a really good dancer.
He's fabulous. I love Dan to death. Dan just brings something completely new to the party that I think livens up SRTC so much, and I think it brings a lot to this show. I think honestly he is the best choreographer / director we could have to do the show.
The Front and Center campaign is a campaign for school improvements, but the shining achievement is the new Geipel Center.
Finally, there's going to be a real home for the music department.
I'm ready for there to be a new home for SRTC because we deserve it so much because we're all so talented.
Well, some new features in the new Geipel will be, number one, we will have backstage space that we don't have to make every time. We're going to have space to store sets during the musical. We're going to have space to store percussion equipment during concerts. We're going to have a space to store choral risers during concerts. We're going to have a larger stage. We're going to have an orchestra pit to put the orchestra in so that there won't be as much of a balance issue between the orchestra and the singers. And also it will be easier for the singers to have more spontaneous moments in their singing because the conductor will be right in front of them.
I'm excited that we'll actually have a real stage.
I'm excited to have a new stage where we can put on better plays.
I think it'll be a really good space that will inspire creativity and will give kids who do music and theater somewhere to go and just get away from it all and have fun.
I'm most excited about the backstage because in Geipel it was always very cramped.
A real auditorium because I've never had one.
The most exciting part is the fact that it's gonna make the kids feel more legit.
I'm just excited to be in the plays and the musicals and to actually, be on stage.
I'm really excited that it's all together, like the chorus rooms and the stage type of thing. So instead of going to Quigley every day and then finally when the concert or the musical comes together, walking across there.
I think it's going to be great to have a performing arts center that can really showcase what we can do in a way Geipel never could.
People's bottoms will feel better because I sat in the brand new seats again yesterday and they are incredibly comfortable. The new space is going to be, in my opinion, the most beautiful performing arts center in the area.
I'm very much looking forward to the new Performing Arts Center. I think it's going to be really, really awesome for the Sanford community.
We're gonna have a pit, and there are extra rooms.
I'm really excited because it should be finished for my senior musical. So I'm really excited to be the inaugural performance of SRTC on the new stage.
It's cool to see something coming out of all the hard work that people have put into the performing arts department.
If I could pick the first musical in the new space, I would say...
I really want to do High School Musical.
I think something technical that shows off the fact that you've actually got space.
It's got to be big. Mary Poppins, I don't know. That's the biggest guess that I can have. I don't know.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors.
I'm sure everyone's saying Little Shop of Horrors.
My favorite musical ever is probably Les Mis.
I would like to do a big musical because I think it would be a nice way to kick off the new year. And one of my favorite musicals is Wicked, so I think I would say Wicked.
Something difficult. The show I would love to do is Into the Woods.
I would love Phantom of the Opera so much. I love that musical.
I really want to do Peter Pan or Mary Poppins, something with a fly system.
I've always wanted to do Fiddler on the Roof, but I don't think that'll be the first musical that we do. I really just hope we do something really fun and big.
I want it to be blame it is that we don't know people. So I'm not sure, but I'm excited to find out.
Today. We are bringing in all of the props for the show, and we are staging the show today in our space, and it's going to be a ton of fun.
Today we are setting up the set, you see, so we've got Venus and the jukebox, so we're just kind of going like, okay, how about this goes here?
Do you like your dress? I love my dress. Good job. This is your first day.
We have 2 days left till the musical. How do you feel about that?
I feel nervous, but excited for the show, and I'm sad that it's going to end soon.
It's supposed to be one day, but
Now it's not.
now it's no. I go.
It's opening night. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling awesome. I'm so excited.
Are you feeling all shook up?
I am all shook up. I'm so excited for the show. It's gonna be so great.
I'm a little nervous because I've never been in a show before, but I'm also very excited. I'm excited for everyone to see the show because it's really different from shows in the past.
It's opening night.
It is.
How are you feeling?
She's nervous. I'm gonna answer for her. She's nervous, but she's excited because it's opening night. And opening night is so much fun, but it's also very nervous and very like, what's the word? Nerve-wracking. Yeah.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I feel very
Actually, he feels excited but nervous at the same time.
It's opening night. How are you feeling?
She feels so nervous and like quite excited because it's opening night.
I'm feeling very nervous, but I'm feeling excited because I'm really excited for the audience to see all the hard work that we've all put in.
He feels nervous but excited to see all the hard work that we put into this show.
In Washington.
And you, yeah.
It's opening night. How are you feeling?
I'm excited.
He's nervous though because everyone's nervous on opening night and it's gonna look great.
But I'm excited.
It's opening night. How are you feeling?
I'm excited.
He's so excited and so nervous though, but he's making sure he knows all his lines right now. And yeah.
Thank you, Maddie.
You're welcome.
It's opening night. How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
She feels nervous though because everyone feels nervous because it's opening night.
How are you feeling?
Pretty good. She feels very nervous though because she's a dance captain, which is a lot of stress, but she's so excited to see all the dances and how they turn out.
Shelby Ward. It's opening night. How are you feeling?
She's so nervous, but she's so excited.
Opening night. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling.
He's so nervous, but he's so excited because it's opening night and opening night.
Anyway, I'm ready.
I feel really great. She feels
think when all of us first heard about the show, we knew it was going to be good, but I don't think we realized how good it was going to be.
Most people said this was the best show we've ever done.
The audience loved this show. It was horrible because we only had 2 performance days.
Well, partially because we got snowed out 2 shows.
Some might say the snow might have ruined it.
Stupid weather.
It was like, these have to be the best. And they were really good. And the audience both nights were really enthusiastic and laughing, so that made it really more exciting.
It was a full audience every night.
Yeah.
Instead of having a 900-seat auditorium with no one in it, you had a 900-seat auditorium with like 500 people in it.
Although we only had 2 shows, I still think that we did our absolute best each day.
I think it was very successful. A lot of people said that it was like the best show they've ever seen.
Audiences reacted better than I've ever seen them react to a musical.
I think the audiences reacted so well. I think that everybody was just in love with the show.
The other thing that I heard from so many people was, oh wow, I had no idea so-and-so could do that on stage.
Well, a lot of people didn't know that I sang, so now they know.
And that's always such a great feeling when we know that these kids are talented, but on a daily basis, people don't see how awesome they are.
A lot of people this year got to have a lot of fun with their roles and a lot of fun with the music, and I think everyone in the audience saw that.
It was so cool seeing the final product because the show is never the same once you start performing it, because everyone has adrenaline and there's high energy.
You get on stage in costumes and lights and it's like, holy crap, this is really happening.
We added in costumes and we added in lights, and and all that was like at the exact same time, because we just came into Newark High School 1 week before the show, and then all of a sudden it's right there. All of a sudden it's a show. It went from being we're moving chairs and music stands around as props to stand in for them in the band room, to the very next week, oh, there's lights and we're performing in 2 days. So it was really just at breakneck speed, and it was so awesome. It was so exhilarating. It was such a great experience.
The music, like finally hearing everything how it's supposed to sound, is like, it was great.
The best part for me is when you're on stage and like something just comes over you and it takes you over.
I think what made it really exciting is the people that were involved. Like, the people involved brought such a great energy that, like, adding lights and the stage and everything, everyone was just really excited, and so that excited energy was just really probably the best part of it.
It inspired me even more to want to do theater.
I'm glad we were able to do this show, especially even though we had a lot of troubles because we're not home. It was so much fun, and I'm so happy that we were able to do it.
SRTC is special because, like, it's a group of people that are just like having a completely different experience.
SRTC is special because it's a second family.
Everyone's a family.
SRTC, it's like a family.
We all feel like we're part of a family.
It's a family.
It is just the most amazing experience. We are a family.
SRTC is just a big family that accepted me and like really helped me grow as a person. Since this is my first production, like my first time really with like this group of people, like they really became like a family to me fast, and it's like the musical's not even over and they're really close to me.
I think we have the most welcoming students.
I made so many more friends, and I just felt like so welcomed by through SRTC, and getting involved in the show was like the best thing I could have ever done.
The people and the support is amazing.
Everyone's so supportive in SRTC and in like the faculty, and it's like if you mess up on anything, everyone accepts it that you messed up, and they like try to help you get better, and they don't like make fun of you.
Anyone can be themselves and enjoy producing great theater.
I think it's kind of like a place where you can feel comfortable and be yourself and have fun.
It becomes like almost part of your life. You don't associate it with as being a group. It's just something else that you do, and it's a group of people that you consider, I guess, your show family.
It just really gives the actors and actresses a way to connect with people that they're gonna know for the rest of their lives.
People should do SRTC because it's fun.
Because it's super fun, and you make just automatic new friends.
You don't have to know how to sing. You don't have to be like perfect.
People shouldn't be intimidated. We don't just come in on the first day and we're all like perfect.
Everyone should like come out and do the musical or try, because like there's so many factors in it that have been so beneficial to me, and it's something that I really want to continue throughout my Sanford like career.
If you want to do the musical, you do it. Don't be
Try it
scared.
at least.
It teaches you about yourself, and it teaches you about confidence and like believing in yourself.
SRTC really helped me define like who I was as a person.
You get to put yourself out there, even if you're not a singer or a dancer, you can do the fall play.
You really create bonds that won't leave you.
A lot of people who do it never regret doing it.
I got to learn a lot of new things and make a lot of friends, and it's been a really great experience for me.
When you're doing something you love and everyone around you loves it too, it just makes it that much better, and that's what SRTC is.
Even love yo-yo.
Excuse me, sir. Hi, how are you?
No, sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm very ticklish here, and so like when she was doing it, I instinctively like reached my hand around the back of her head, so it was like, maybe not down here.
Just call my name. I forgot, sorry.
Mechanic.
Hey Natalie!
Excuse me, sir. My name's Dennis.
So she has to just get her line out though.
Oh, I thought you said to cut her off.
Okay? Plus, everybody gets to see me be like really flirtatious with a bunch of women, which you're literally never going to see in real life. So you better come while you can see it now.
Hey, I am Clint Williams. I am the co-producer. I'm gonna say that again.
Yeah. Then we're like, thank you.
No one is ever opposed to you bringing food for everyone else.
She's very excited to see how all the hard work we put into the show.
Yeah, that.
I had words for this, but now I forget them all.
No.
Hopefully something with a lot of singing.
Yeah, no more of this classic theater. It's terrible. I hate it.
Or lines.
Song of the show.
I don't know. You can't just spring it up.
Keep your shoes tied, because if you don't, you may trip and fall.
We're better than you. Like, no, not really. Don't put that in there. But.
No.
And it's fun. And it's better than winter sports.
Town is dreary. Boy rides into town. Boy meets girl. Girl falls in love with boy. Boy falls in love with different girl.
What do you think next year's musical should be?
Maddie, I don't know. Okay.
Girl falls in love with different boy. Girl convinces boy that girl is boy.
Are you redoing the choreography? All right.
Boy falls in love with boy. Boy doesn't know why he likes boys.
We're friends.
Follow that dream.
And then boy becomes girl. Boy doesn't know what to think because boy is girl and girl is boy. Let's see if we can delay that.
Where is this?
Can we go?
In the words of a great man, let the Lord lead you.
Hello.
What's up?
Getting a beer
I'm glad I got a costume that fit this year.
What's your favorite song of the
Oh
show?
my god, again?
You didn't answer the first time.
I couldn't think of it at the first time and now you caught me at vice.
And remember, you're all rotten orphans.